Welcome to The System Works, the lifestyle channel that shows you who you are, what you truly want, and how to get it. The System Works. Own it. Welcome to the System Works podcast. I'm your host, Ernest Phillips, and today's topic is one that it seems like everybody has done, but we're going to do it with a little bit of a different flair. Let's talk about the age-old question, do good men exist? And I'm going to tell you right now, the answer is yes. So we'll cut to the chase. Do good men exist? Yeah, they're everywhere. And for the people who don't believe that, here's the reality. Just because you don't see them doesn't mean they don't exist, okay? So we can start off with a basic example, and one of my favorite ones is if any of you have ever had a child and you've told them to get something from the refrigerator. You say, hey, go get me mayonnaise or an apple, whatever it is. And they open it up and in 0.2 seconds they say, it's not here. And you say, no, actually, it's on. And you can describe the exact shelf. You can describe everything of exactly where it is. And they say, no, it's not here. Notice they don't say, I don't see it. They say, it's not here. They say it's not here because they don't see it. So what do you have to do? You have to get up. You have to go over. And then you open it up. You move one thing. You pull it out. And you go, see. Now, this should solve the problem, right? No. The next time you ask them to go get something, go get your phone, go get this, go get whatever from your room, from the house, wherever. They come back and they say what? Yeah, you just said it. It's not there. They don't say, I don't see it. They say, it's not there. Now, at what age does this go away? I don't know. I really don't know. It seems to last for a long time. And I'll put it to you this way, just so you guys have some context. I didn't learn this phrase of I don't see it until about maybe 5 years ago. So if you know how old I am, then you can do the math and realize that I was over the age of 20. Over the age of 30. I was over the age of 40. We'll stop there. That's good enough context for everybody. So this is what we have with the scenario of, are there good men out there? Now, I was at a tournament playing euchre. It's a card game. It makes no sense. The rules are just, they make no sense. You know, your top card is one thing and then you do something. And at any rate, so I'm at this euchre tournament and I walk by and I'm getting along with one of the staff there. And I make the comment that, see, there are good men out there. And two people who I'm not even talking to go, there are no good men anywhere. And the funny thing is, one of them said that right next to her husband and child. And I got to see him go, really? And of course she did that. Well, not you. You're good. And we're both looking at her like, no, you dropped that one, man. I appreciate the effort, but no. So how can so many people believe the same thing? So if you've watched any of my YouTube channel, any of the episodes, there is a tug tip, change the definition, change the world, starting with yours. So here's the thing, definition of a good man. Do you know what the definition of a good man typically includes? Whether that person is attracted, whether that person is a good fit for that person. That's not a fair definition. A definition of a good man. It can start and be as simple as, does he take care of his kids? Is he respectful? Does he have a good job? Does he have a decent job? Is he consistent? If someone is just a decent human being, That should qualify as being a good person, therefore a good man. Being a good man does not require him to be attractive or for you to find him attractive. That's not part of the deal. We have had this standard of a good man is not only a good man has to be all these things, but has to be someone that is attainable to that woman. That's not fair. It's not fair, and worse than that, it's not accurate. I know as a man, if I'm out there saying the only good women out there are the ones that I find attractive, I'm getting canceled hello? That's how fast I'm getting canceled, because that's not fair and that's wrong. You don't have to do anything for me to be a good woman. You don't have to do anything that benefits me to be a good woman. I don't need to know anything about you. If you're doing good things, if you're a good human being, guess what? You're a good woman. Now, if you haven't made that recognition about yourself, hey, ta-da, surprise, surprise, you might be a good woman after all. Because you being a good woman doesn't require you to be attractive or thin or beautiful or all the things that we have taught women in this country specifically, that these are the things you have to do to get a good man. It doesn't work that way, but we bought into it. Change the definition, change the world, starting with yours. So now here's what's going to happen. For the people who have believed there are not good men everywhere, once you believe that, guess what you've done? You stopped listening. You stopped looking. You stopped recognizing. Good men might have walked right up on you, brought it up, said hello. You didn't even notice because you weren't looking. You didn't believe they exist. If you believe they exist, you'll look for them. You'll recognize them. You'll notice them more. And when you focus on the values that you are most attracted to, now you can start to look for guys who do the behaviors that show those values. If it's financial independence, that's okay. If you really need someone to be 6 feet tall, I'm going to ask why. I'm going to ask. Because a good man does not start at 6 feet. I have been a good man. I have a good heart. I know that. But I have not always been a good man. I'm not going to claim that. So anybody that knows me and has known me, haha, you didn't catch me. I didn't say I've always been that way, and I am. No, I'm human. Sometimes I'm a good person. Sometimes I'm just human. Sometimes I act completely outside of my character and my values. But if you start realizing that good men do exist, and by the way, a good man is good. A good man is not great. Great men are great. Good men are good. I have listened to people describe what they think and see as a good man, and this is the top tier of the best of all men. That's not fair either. And you're not helping yourself. And that's the biggest thing. If you're out there saying that good men don't exist, you're only hurting you. You're missing out on good men. I tell a story about, in one of my other episodes, of the 3 things to do after a breakup, and I gave an example of a former client that completely revamped how she went about choosing a guy. And she started to look at a guy for matched values. And it was amazing. She found a good guy. Would she have considered him a good guy before coaching? No. Are they still married? Yes. I'm pretty sure it's going on 10 years. Change that definition. They exist. And guess what? It's okay if you're not attracted to him. I'm not saying date everybody that is a good man. But once you start to handle that and see that, you're going to be more open to finding it. And now, something really cool. Here's a powerful thing. Once you believe that good men exist and you start to see them, you're going to start to bring out the good in men. Because guess what? We hear the message too. We hear there's no good men out there. We hear that from women that we may be interested in. And if we hear that, are we going to try to be a good man to that person? No, we're going to go, well, that's not going to work for me because the standard of a good man is something I can't achieve. So why bother? So if you're out there, I'm telling you, good men are everywhere. Just like good people are everywhere. Start to look for them. Start to recognize them. Tell them good job. Tell them thank you. And now we can start to build on this and we can start to have a little bit of an easier life. So thanks for watching and or listening. We want you to come back, hit like, hit subscribe, and thanks for watching The System Works. We hope you enjoyed this episode of The System Works. Have fun with the action steps. Enjoy the Wi-Fis. Click like, click subscribe, and comment. The good and the bad, we like them all. We look forward to seeing you next time. The System Works. Own it.